Today we're ranking every fighter that has had a belt in two divisions within the UFC. That either means double champion or two division champion. Obviously there's a difference between the two, so let's get into it. First up with Amanda Nunes. She became the UFC bantamweight and featherweight champion. Sometimes during this video I'm not going to remember who the person beat to win double champion, but I'm kind of going to know the weight classes, so bear with me with that. Amanda Nunes, obviously she's probably going to go in the GOAT tier with GOAT A, B, C and D as usual, pretty standard tier list. Amanda Nunes probably going to have to go and GOAT. The only female UFC fighter of all time to become a two-division champion. Impressive. Got with WMA for sure. Had impressive wins her whole career. Was meant to fight Kayla Harrison a couple of weeks ago, but that's probably going to get rebooked for the White House, which is actually kind of more exciting. Puts an American female fighter on the White House card. Probably open up the main card if there's going to be loads of title fights. To be honest, there's actually going to only be like 6 to 7 fights that I've heard. Has to be a joke. Amanda Nunes pretty much beat everyone that was classed as like good women's MMA. Ronda Rousey, Holly Holm, Miesha Tate, all of them. So that's why she belongs in GOAT for sure. BJ Penn. It's crazy how this guy's life's gone, man. It's sad to see, to be fair. 16 and 14 in pro MMA, and he's still a double champion because he was that good. Probably just kept fighting for money and the feeling of fighting, to be fair, which kind of sucks. It's rough. He became the welterweight and lightweight challenger? Champion. Beat Matt Hughes and beat someone else for the lightweight belt. I should have probably done more research into this video, but it'll do. It'll do, man. I'm casual. I'm casual, remember? He's kind of an older double champ. He's one of the first ones, along with Randy Couture down here. No hate to him, though. I'm going to put him in C. Because, obviously, becoming a two-division champion was a rare thing back here. Like, very, very rare. Randy Couture, I actually literally have no idea who he beat. Maybe, like, Mark Coleman or something. I'm actually going to look it up. Live editing. He beat Vito Belfort. Chuck Liddell. So many good names on his resume for such a legend of a fighter. Had that one interaction with him one time on Twitter, which was cool. I already showed that in a previous video. Go back and see it if you want. I think it was in the UFC website's video. He's a legend, man. I think he might have been the first two-division champion. Based on how he did it, he won his second belt at 43, I'm pretty sure. That's super impressive, man. Put him in a cool fighter back in the day, for sure. Beat people like Kevin Randleman. Like, come on, man. That's a legendary career right there, for sure. Alright, moving on. Ilia Topuria, the second newest double champion, two-division champion. Makhachev became the second two-division champion of 2025. That was a huge year for double champs. Jesus Christ. Ilia Topuria obviously beat Volkanovski and won the vacant belt from Charles Oliveira in UFC International Fight Week 2025. Both stellar performances, man. Knocked Volk out in round 2. Sad. Knocked Oliveira out in round 1. Sad. Volk was doing pretty well, but like, Ilia had to catch him. That's how good Volk is. Volk's a legend, man. He came off like a 3-month break from getting head kicked by Makhachev, which is not a great idea when you're facing a power puncher like Topuria, but people don't really know what Topuria was about, man. He was just another name for Volk's resume, man. It's obviously that good. Probably going to be fighting Justin Gaethje in the White House. Probably going to be the main event of that. That's not bad. Not a bad main event. I wouldn't be mad at that. Obviously, man, he has to go in. He's going A. He's a legend killer at this point. If he gets through Gaethje, who are they going to give him next? Probably Armin. We'll test his actual skills with Armin Sarukian. But for now, he can go in A. Great champion, two-division champion. Celebrated his win against Charles before he even got it, which is just a ballsy thing to do. I think he's just too sure of himself, man, to lose. Alright, the newest addition to the two-division champions, Islam Makhachev. Dominated against Jack Della Maddalena to get the 170 belt. Impressive performance. I didn't buy like Darce choke or something like that in round 4, did I say? Round 2, round 4, I don't remember. I thought he was going to finish JDM, but obviously he didn't, because JDM's that good. Man, why do I put Makhachev? I put him in my GOAT list, man. Genuinely. I'd have to put him in GOAT, man. He's the most accomplished lightweight fighter of all time, passing Khabib. He's better than Khabib. Beat Charles for the lightweight belt, actually. Was it vacant? Because Charles had lost it by missing weight against Gaethje. It was like a vacant fight. They went to fight again, but Volk obviously leapt in. He should have done that, but it's alright. He probably just wanted to fight, man. The run out of my kind of defense is sketchy, but because he did it quickly, that's like, it's fair, it's fair. Dustin gave him a war, probably his toughest fight ever in the UFC. Big up Dustin Poirier. The West to never do it, even though he did do it. Interim belt is the belt. Right, next up, Alex Pereira. One of the newer two-division champions within the UFC. Beat Adesanya for his first belt and then beat Prochaska for his second belt. They're two great names. Finished them both. I'm chucking him in A, man. Most of these champions are going to have, double champs are going to have to go in A. It's hard to rank double champs because they're champions, you know. I might move Randy Couture down one. Alex Pereira and Topuria are the only ones that are going to go in the 80th for now. I suppose had like a speedrun career to the top, man. He obviously has the light heavyweight belt again, beating Ankalaev super quickly. It was like a minute 20 seconds. Super impressive at his age to beat a in prime Ankalaev. I think he's gonna either move up for trying to get a third belt, which is gonna be even more impressive if he does that. If he defends against like Ulberg or Yuri 3, that'd be a good fight. There's a chance, I think, because they've fought so many times, but you know, it's like his kryptonite. Alex Perez is kryptonite. As a champion, he's been great. Like, what, 3 title defenses in a year, then lost at the start of 2025. 2024 was his year, man. Same with Taboria. Can't really fault him for being a great champion. Not quite GOAT. If he gets the third belt, I'll put him in GOAT. Because he's had losses like Adesanya and Magomed Ankalaev. Obviously not bad losses. He's avenged all his losses in the UFC, man. Alright, Henry Cejudo. Who'd he beat for the belts? Mighty Mouse. He might just have to go in A, man. For beating my personal GOAT. And then he beat Dillashaw? Did he beat Dillashaw to get a double champ? Dillashaw's obviously a great fighter. Had a legendary career in the UFC. 2-time champ at bantamweight. I think it was bantamweight. Tried to get the... Did he defend against Dillashaw? And then get the belt off of... Oh, he got the belt off... Vacant belt off of Marias, right? That's right. He beat TJ Dillashaw anyway at 125. All those like meme edits have been making the weight. Henry Cejudo, yeah. I went over Mighty Mouse, puts you up there. Generally does, but the way the rest of his career went, you know, getting kind of dominated by Peyton Talbot, even though you kind of just ranking it off to being a double champion, but I kind of have to put the rest of the career into perspective after what they did afterwards. Otherwise, they'd all begin GOAT, because it's been a double champ or two division champion. Some of these losses, man, they're not sketchy because how good the people are, the good the fighters are, but, you know, I don't make the rules, I kind of do, but I don't. I should have saved Conor McGregor for last, but he is the first ever double champ, right? When he was featherweight and lightweight champ at the same time after beating Aldo and Eddie Alvarez. Like, they're 2 good names to win the belts off. He was the last person to ever dethrone a lightweight champion, and him dethroning Eddie Alvarez, and then it's all just been vacant title fights for the last decade. Like, how was that worked out? You kind of have to put him on GOAT for what he did for the sport, man. People might not like that pick, but took him straight up there. Beat Chad Mendes for the interim featherweight belt. Didn't care about who he was fighting. Went on whole media tours around the world to sell the fight with Aldo. Knocked Aldo out in 13 seconds. Still the fastest title fight finish ever. He has to go and go. Put a beating on Eddie Alvarez too. Lost to Nate Diaz, obviously that sucks. Lost to Dustin Poirier twice. That doesn't really suck. Great fighter. All-timer is Dustin Poirier, like I mentioned already in this video. Beat Cerrone pretty quickly and easily. That's a good win. He should have done that. He's probably going to return at the White House. Not probably against Michael Chandler or Jorge Masvidal. I'd see an 8 Diaz 3. That'd be a great fight. Conor McGregor goes in GOAT. He's a legend of the sport, man. I've got to say it now. Alright, one of my favourite fighters of all time, Daniel DC Cormier. He won the heavyweight title at 39 years old against Stipe. Nasty elbow into ground and pound finish, knocked him out cold. Sorry for these images being terrible. I literally made this tier list. You can probably find it on tier list maker site. If you look up here too, last one I find 3rd of the 20th, 2035, which is like 3rd of March, 20th of March, which obviously it isn't because I added Makhachev onto it, but I did make it a while ago before Bond and May even existed. Put him right at the top of A. He's not quite GOAT because he's had losses to John Jones and stuff like that. Overall, he's an all-time fighter, one of my favourites all time. Still does work for the UFC, obviously in the commentary department. He's a great man of the sport, great wrestler. I'd love to see that wrestling match between Cormier and Jones, but Jones has like arthritis in his hip, which sucks for him, man. I feel bad for him for that. DC has names in his record, man, like Rumble, Gustafsson. Man, he beat literally everyone apart from John Jones. And that second fight didn't count because John Jones was on the PEDs. That's why John Jones doesn't go on my GOAT list. Despite how much of a good fighter he is, he didn't need them. Yeah, Daniel Cormier, man. Legend. He got into MMA when he was, 30? Had that wrestling background, obviously, but, you know, he also had his dirty boxing, which worked out wonders for him in that Stipe fight. Nasty elbow. The ground and pound finish. That was great. Alright, Daniel Cormier goes in A. Next up, one of the other people you classify as a GOAT, GSP. He has to go up there. 4 people in the GOAT. Is it a bit too clustered? Nah. He beat who? Matt Hughes and Michael Bisping. 2 great wins, man. Michael Bisping, obviously, I've got a bit of bias because I'm British, but Michael Bisping is the greatest British mixed martial artist ever. Tasmanal's catching up, but obviously he's been sidelined most of his UFC career now because of Garn and Jones. GSP beat everyone. 10 title defenses, I think it is. 2 division champion. What more can you say? GSP got the controversial win over Johnny Hendricks and was like, I'm out of here. Then came back 4 years later in 2017 to fight Bisping for the double champ at MSG. Legendary moment, man. Bisping was doing his work as well. Gave GSP a really good fight. It's a very entertaining fight. Look at Look at this here. GSP literally defended against everyone. Johnny Hendricks, Nick Diaz, Carlos Condit, Jake Shield, Josh Koscheck, Dan Hardy, Thiago Alves, BJ Penn, John Fitch, Matt Serra, Matt Hughes. Like, come on. He's only lost in UFC, Matt Serra, I'm pretty sure. Oh, Matt Hughes, and bro's allergic to Mats. Jesus Christ. He avenged both of those losses here, though. I know all these names today, and I'm a newer fan. Like, if GSP's not on your GOAT list, then you're stupid. GSP definitely belongs in GOAT. Right at the top, man. Chuck him right at the top. Alright, last but not least, Johnny Bones Jones. D for Duck. Obviously, he's one of the greatest MMA fighters of all time, bar his PD usage, which is actually going to put him in B. Top of B. He belongs there. PD usage. Obviously, probably the greatest light heavyweight of all time, other than like DC. I can't be unfair. He has to go up here. Beat Dominic Reyes, even though Dominic Reyes, I'd say beat him. Beat Sorgan for the double champ belt. Sorgan's not an easy one to beat, especially when he's fouling you the whole time. Even the light heavyweight belt off of Mauricio Shogun Rua. Great win, man. We'll go take a look at his title fights now. Like his stack record, Stipe's title defense, then he retired. 2025. I can't believe that was 2024, man. I remember watching that live. Still going for the double champ belt, obviously. Dominic Reyes title defense. Thiago Santos title defense. Santos fifth title defense. Gustafsson title win. Obviously had the belt. Before that got to 8 title defenses. Top 4 PEDs. His career would be it would be much better if he defended the belt properly and didn't take any PEDs, but it's what it is. He belongs in A. He probably belongs in GOAT, but I'm not going to give him it due to PED usage. Alright, that's going to be my ranking for every double champ / 2-division champion in the UFC. Debate me in the comments, man. I don't care. GSP, Makachev, Amanda Nunes, Conor McGregor, all belong in GOAT for what they've done for the sport. A tier, obviously, there's probably arguments for those guys to be in GOAT based on like how the careers went afterwards or how the careers are still going. Mandy Couture and BJ Penn, they're just an older era fighter, man. I can't really put them any higher, even though they are legends, both of them. Alright, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.